Sorry, guys. Came up a little short last week. We didn't play well. Made a trade with the Rams. We didn't want to trade the guy that we traded. But guy offered me a deal I couldn't refuse, so let's see what happens.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Wait a minute. This is preseason. What are these guys talking about?
Here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
And not only is he blessed physically, this guy is the quintessential gym rat. Cannot get enough football. In fact, during his rookie season, when he was charged with being the guy who brought the food to the quarterback meetings early, and they would often start at 5 in the morning, he always beat everyone else to the building and was ready to go before the rest of the guys arrived.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he sets this up right near the 45-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
So much of the game today We're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A run, it's Clement. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
TJ Yeldon, you got to block that guy.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
TJ Yeldon, what you doing, dog? Damn.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On the carry, here's Clement. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz has it left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Stop. 20.
They go play action here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. First down for Philly. Wentz on target to Hollins. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Here we go.
Into the red zone. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
I love this guy's makeup. He is not afraid to fail. He attacks on just about every snap. Wants to throw the football downfield first. He'll throw it short if he has to. But bottom line, he must put a lot of pressure on the defense with his arm.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Go,
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw on second down is gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Come on, Malcolm Jenkins.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's Goff now on second down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
on second down, this is Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. On the first quarter of action. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Now it's gone. This will be
Good job.
6.
Way to come up.
He'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take 1 guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep over the middle and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Good punt.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Well, keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. Airing it out deep for
Good job! Way to pick him!
Intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to
Stop, Jink.
shop at the 40-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Come on.
Aaron Donald in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Black 20.
From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure has got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He
Damn it.
couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Damn, man. Catch the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10.
Oh,
In
God.
heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And our attention shifts to Todd Gurley. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down, here's Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Goff on first down. Lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, he'd be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Gone.
Oh, that's great.
He's jarred loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Timmy Jernigan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25.
We need to get going.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter, so how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool, but he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Wow.
He was trying to get it to Zach
Wow.
Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front
Wow.
and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home.
You know,
and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On third down, Yeldon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the second quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
And he probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On first down, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2.
Hey, man, what do you want, man?
Yards on first down.
Hey, man. And how come you ain't playing your game, bitch?
Again. To the sideline. Wow,
hey, God, I'm playing my game right now. Get my ass tore out.
But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I'm losing 9-7, but yeah, you know.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat, give him a ball
but you ain't playing Mahomes though, you know.
And go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
The Rams
oh yeah, well you know that it still fuck up their confidence, right?
This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Goff. And that's caught left side.
Hey man, Coach Abilene, man, hook me up, man.
Just a 5-yard pickup.
He hooked me up.
Damn. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it.
Hey man.
And then they
create oh goddamn.
They create a
hey man, if you ain't gonna catch it, you fair. Oh, this nigga almost bobbled it. Oh shit. Yeah. We signaling for a fair catch, and this son of a bitch bobbles it and almost fumbles. That would have been disastrous. Yeah, man. I mean, I traded a cornerback to him, man. I didn't want to. But look, he offered me 2 first-round draft picks, so I had to.
As they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, look. So he was offering me initially a 1st and a 2nd. So I was like, okay, shit. You know, I'll take your first and your 2nd round draft pick in the next draft. He was like, hey, well, wait a minute, man, you might. I was like, nah. He says, wait a minute, you might like this. I said, what? He says, or, hey, look, you can take my 1st round pick this year or my 1st round pick next year. I'm like, deal.
Started for at least one more drive, something to look forward to.
For my young cornerback.
And Charles Davis.
All right,
Coach, for my young cornerback.
Number 3.
Hey, look, he was asking for my young QB. I was like, nah, man, because, hey, man, Hundley got hurt. Damn. Hundley, yeah. That motherfucker's out for 6 weeks. Oh, hey, look, man. Hey, look, you want that guy, man? Shit, we don't want that guy.
They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that.
Well, hey, guess what? Well, I guess he's gonna remain an Eagle.
In order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things.
Yeah, he will, man. We signed him to a 3-year deal, man.
A little bit more with some things they didn't see in the
Yeah.
first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Hey, guy. Hey, look, guy. We ain't taking that cap hit, guy. We don't take cap hits like that, dog. Hey, look, we'll let him hold field goal attempts. Shit.
But that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will
Hey, guy. Hey, man, that guy ain't no fucking superstar. Shit, he can hold. Who you think he is?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That nigga said, because you don't want me to have him.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. His throw.
Hey, man. Hey, guy. Hey, man. Listen, guy.
That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down.
He said.
Pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses have had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL.
Hey, man. Hey, look. Actually, hey, look, you're right. And we paid $12 million for that guy. Damn. Hey, look.
The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, look. Hey, look. I watched that episode, man. Hey, look, the other night. Hey, look, friends in the front row. Got. Hey, look. Blink, 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 blink. Hey, look. That guy said, "Who asked you to get involved anyway?" You bumbling, stumbling, amateur. What do you know about? Hey, Hey, look. Hey, let's go, guys. Come on. Hey, look. They didn't beat the Cowboy Buffalo Fire out you. Hey, man, you fired up still?
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. What'd you say? You did what?
To get the stop defensively, now a chance to turn that into points.
And what was the last part of that you said?
Board looks like at the half because
tell me.
exactly what they printed up.
Oh, goddamn.
Get the ball back for our
Hey, look. You said last year, right?
Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic?
Oh, hey, man, that guy, hey, look, man, don't be angry at me, dog. Shit. Hey, look, I didn't do
You
it.
just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just
Oh,
do
nah,
the
man, we
same
ain't
way you've been
shit.
doing it the entire
We ain't
ball
gonna win
game.
no
You change
games.
up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Wentz to throw.
Oh, goddamn. He almost threw another interception. What you going to get, Mia?
Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close.
Hey, man, she been living there for 8 months, man. Ain't no need to, damn, just, fuck it, roll with it.
Relief, no doubt on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Hey, guy, I'm gonna tell you what someone told me. Oh, god damn!
unsuccessful.
Damn.
Fourth down now.
Hey, man, listen. What you do, man, you do everything that you can, and you pray to God to do everything that you can't do, dog. Damn, man, this Wentz is fucking up, man.
As he's on to kick it away.
This guy, hey, it's the third quarter. He done threw for 46 yards. Damn.
That'll be a 44-yard boost.
Hey, man, what's that noise, man?
Return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before.
Hey, man, look, don't get yourself all worked up, man.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Hey, man, hey, God, when she was never home when y'all lived together. She was never home.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, guys, let's go. Let's get off the field here. Damn.
Also brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, is that you tuned in? Oh, it must be Coach Hobellini then. Man, look, man, we got. Oh yeah, of course, Coach freaking Hobellini.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Come on, guys.
3rd and long. It's gone.
Get up, come up. There you go. Good job. Way to come up, guys.
And they'll take him down.
What do you mean? What happened to the trade? I sent you the trade. Except you accepted it, bitch.
And that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Damn.
This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
Guys, we got to get something going. We ain't had anything going. We ain't had anything going since the first quarter.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Good job. Let's go. Hey, guy, listen. On my screen, it says you accepted the trade, man. So I don't
17 yards and a first down.
I don't know what you want from me.
Alshon Jeffrey, that catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Hey, man, just call me when you get home, dog.
On the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the
all right, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right. Oh, boy. Tell you what, man, something going, man. We gotta get something going.
On first down. Wentz. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That guy in there. Wow. Okay.
Wentz now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On play action, Wentz eluding the pressure.
Go, 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 go! Go, go! Oh, God damn!
And they're going to take over
God
right
damn it.
at the 22-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season.
Oh, that guy, wait a minute. Is he on the ground?
Maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Oh, he's down. He's down. Look at that.
And now out on the field here.
He is down. Look at that. Look at that. He's on the ground.
They're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at
Please
each
look
other
at this.
a little bit,
Please look at
asking a lot
this.
of questions. What are you
Oh,
seeing?
these
What are you
sorry
getting?
motherfuckers ain't even
Maybe
gonna
trying
look
to
at it.
narrow
God
down your
damn it.
playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. They'll find everything.
Good job. He's short.
And he's able to
4th down.
32.
4th down.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't
Way to
the
come up.
primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he
Way to
could
come
break
up,
some
guys.
tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
There's a lot of guys in the box.
If you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll run with Clement, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. This is Clement, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Sure don't like this playbook. Yeah. Damn, I sure don't like it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz now on first down.
This fucking guy falls down.
Well, they're slinging it.
Guy's fucking
And then
falls
there's
down.
one you got to put a timer on.
Are you kidding me?
That one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete.
This guy freaking falls down. What kind of shit was that? I don't know.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. Wentz
Good job.
Receiver Jeffrey on a big one. And even 50 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
How was that not a touchdown? How was that not a touchdown? It's not a touchdown. I mean, damn. I mean, that's a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Cheating rats.
They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. TJ
Good job,
Yeldon
Eagles.
taking it in. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Oh, God. Dogs. Wow.
Good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
Damn.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
Set. Green 39.
Now the backup Savage. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Oh.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Rams on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, here's Savage. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Good job. Good job, Busby.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Good job, Devontae.
And out now come the Eagles.
wide receivers.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
3 cents.
when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Set. Green, 39.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
All right, here we go. 319.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
That defensive front 4 has been very good. They have just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen, they feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, 90.
On 2nd down, Davis. And he's going to be taken down shy of
Gary,
the 5-yard
good job,
line.
Gary. Like
2
that
yards
guy.
gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The pressure's
Good job!
to throw.
Good job!
He loses the football. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
You know, if this is the regular season, Parker, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Gary, good job, baby.
Things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They get it to him running left. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did in the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 10, going with Savage again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Savage on 3rd.
Good job. Way to come up.
And he'll lose yardage here. Going down.
Way to Gary. Good job, Gary.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, Savage. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now let's go. Blue Lightning.
They'll run for it with Davis. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here, and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Savage. And
Oh, God damn.
Touchdown, LA.
Come on, guys.
It's their quarterback taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are now just a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Back to throw, Savage.
Good job, guys.
Goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Good job, guys.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Not this time, fool. Not this time.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
You got what I want.
All right, here we go. Green 30.
You got what I need.
Run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
You got what I want.
There, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So
You got what I need.
Football and try and close this game out, or they're going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction.
I think
You
they
got
need him, and this is his time to
what
shine.
I want.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. This is West. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Like that.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 30.
Back to throw. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
You got what I want. You got what I need.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Now West. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready.
You got what I need.
Here we go now.
They'll run again here with West. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 3rd down. That's
Job.
it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
One more play.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with West.
Stay in bounds.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The Eagles in the
Good job, guys.
formation as they take a knee.
Good job, guys.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Ow!